Hey there, welcome to Kitchen Ek Khas Season 1 Episode 2. Today we are making Anokhe Aloo Ke Kebab. This is really a unique recipe. To begin with, let's take a look at the ingredients that we would require. We would require 400 grams of parboiled grated potatoes, 1 teaspoon ginger garlic paste, half a teaspoon lemon juice, half a teaspoon anardana powder. If you don't have anardana powder, you can take the anardana seeds and grind it to a fine powder. 1 teaspoon coriander seed, quarter teaspoon jeera, quarter teaspoon sauf, 2 dry red chilies, 1 green elaichi, half a big elaichi, 2 cloves, and a quarter-inch cinnamon stick and 8 to 10 peppercorns. What you need to do is you need to roast the spices from the coriander seeds to the cinnamon for a few minutes and grind it into a fine powder. Along with that, we would require 1 teaspoon of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon corn flour, 1 small onion finely chopped, 2 green chilies finely chopped, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh coriander and mint leaves, 1 tomato sliced, salt to taste, and oil to fry the kebabs. We'll begin by adding the spices, the powdered spices that we have just made. We will add that. It will give you approximately 1.5 tablespoon of the spice mix. After that, we will add in the onions and the green chilies. The anardana powder and the salt. In case you don't have anardana, you can increase the quantity of the lemon juice. Now we've added 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and half a teaspoon of the lemon juice. Along with that, we will also add in the coriander and the mint leaves and mix the entire spices into the potato mixture really well so that the spices get well distributed into the potato mixture. You will also notice that your potato mixture becomes slightly wet here because it lacks binding. So what we are going to do is we will be adding a little bit of all-purpose flour and corn flour to bind the mixture together. So once you have thoroughly incorporated all the spices, the onion, the chilies, and the powdered spices and the salt, now is a good time to add 1 teaspoon of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. You can mix these thoroughly and see whether it gives you good enough binding. If you feel that the binding is not sufficient, you can add an additional teaspoon of all-purpose flour. However, for 400 grams of potatoes, this much of a binding should be sufficient. Form it into a nice dough and let it rest for a couple of minutes. You can grease your hands and now start forming the kebabs. You can make the kebabs big or small. Out of this mixture, I made around 6 kebabs. So you need to compress it, form it into the shape of a tikki, either round or oval, whatever you like. Once the tikki is formed, you put a slice of tomato on it and keep it aside. Do grease your palm while you make the kebabs. It is very essential so that the mixture does not stick to your palms. These kebabs are slightly thick in nature, so they won't be very thin. Just bind the mixture firmly in your one hand before shaping it into a kebab. A handy tip: before you start forming kebabs, it will be a good idea to taste the mixture so that you can adjust the seasoning as required. Like I mentioned, I made 6 kebabs out of the mixture. Now let's move to the kitchen and fry these kebabs. When you're frying these kebabs, heat up oil in a pan on a medium to high heat and put the side with the tomato facing down on the pan. Allow it to fry for 2-3 minutes till it acquires a good golden brown color. Flip the kebabs and fry it on the other side till they get the golden brown color. Once they are done, you can remove them and drain it on a paper towel. Serve these with your favorite chutney, some onion rings, and an additional wedge of lemon. Enjoy the kebabs. If you like our recipe, do like, share, comment, and we will catch you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.